Good morning. It's Sunday morning. We're here in Wilmington, North Carolina. The kids are out here playing with their friends, riding their bikes this morning. We just had our second Thanksgiving yesterday with our friends here in Wilmington. A couple days before that, we had Thanksgiving with our family. All of our family came together in Raleigh at my brother's house. It was just a week ago yesterday that we got liberated from Kansas, finally. When we left Kansas, we headed straight to Oklahoma City, went to El Reno, Oklahoma, which is where we were trying to get to the whole time. We had hoped to spend a couple days with them, but, we ultimately ended up getting a day. But we were able to go visit with the folks at the church there in El Reno. I get to speak. Probably the big highlight, though, of the trip to El Reno, at least for the kids, was they got a chance to see how a real cattle ranch works.
Over here, Lydia, look over here. See how the food's coming out there, guys? You think they're hungry?
And then after that, we hit the road last Sunday night, so a week ago today, we hit the road and started heading east to come out here to North Carolina. Interesting yesterday because when we stopped at the Lorraine Motel, we pulled up to the parking lot and sat the kids down, and I asked them, I said, guys, do you know what race is? And Grace had some idea because Becca had covered some things with homeschool. Lydia knew that black people had been held as slaves before, but they had no idea what the idea of race was. So I asked them what it was, and they're like, yeah, does that mean like when you're trying to beat somebody in a race? I'm like, no, that's one thing, that's one version, but that's not what I'm talking about now. And so we explained to them who Martin Luther King was and what happened there at that hotel. And when I told them that he had been killed, that he was shot and killed, I remember like Josh's eyes just got wide with shock. I'm glad we get to show that to them. And then this morning, in my reading right now, I'm going through the book of James. And so today I was in chapter 2. You open up there in the first part of chapter 2. Do not show partiality, my brothers. And I was able to share that with them this morning, saying, guys, remember what we talked yesterday about the fact that God has created us all to bear His image. We're His image bearers. And it's a beautiful thing it's a beautiful thing that He's created. And it was just cool to work through that with him. What is that, Alex? What do you see? You see a digger working over there? Good morning, good morning. It is, what is today? It's Tuesday morning. We're here at a Cracker Barrel just outside of Nashville. We got pretty far yesterday, actually. It was pretty good. We started the morning yesterday in Fort Smith, Arkansas. Got almost to Nashville last night. Probably did about 470 miles or so. So we just had a great travel day yesterday. I don't know if you've ever been in a Cracker Barrel before, but can you smell what I'm smelling in here? These Cracker Barrels are just wonderful when you walk in. All right. Should be a fun day of driving today. We're just east of Nashville right now, so we're going to go right through Nashville first thing this morning. And then we're heading out to Asheville, so it's going to be beautiful driving. And look at that. Look at this, guys. We're getting into Asheville now, so everybody see this? Once we got here to North Carolina, our first stop was in Asheville. We've got some great friends there in Asheville. A couple that has supported us from the beginning, even before we hit the field. They were one of the first, in fact, maybe the first, aside from my parents, the first people to begin supporting us financially in this ministry. One of the cool things about being a supported missionary is, we don't, you hear us talk about friends. Most of the time when we mention friends, we're talking about people who actually support us financially too, but it's not like a client relationship kind of thing. They really are friends. And it's a blessing to track with these folks and see how life progresses, see how the kids grow up, pray for them as they weather challenges in life. And so anyway, we stopped in Asheville, got to have dinner with him and his wife. That was really great. And then I got word that my brother was trying to race me to Raleigh. We were just going to stay in Asheville, but then I got word on Instagram that my brother was trying to race me to Raleigh. He left New Hampshire yesterday. We left Oklahoma City Sunday night. Once I realized he was in a legit race with me, I was like, oh no, I can't let my little brother win. So after dinner, we got back on the road about 8 o'clock last night, did a couple hours, got almost to Winston-Salem, North Carolina, and I'm pretty sure I can beat this guy. Who's gonna win, me or Uncle Ben?
You.
You think so? And sure enough, I beat him by 2 or 3 hours the next morning to my brother's house in Raleigh.
Do that. It works really great. And if there's like a hurricane or bad weather, they'll help.
I mean, I got there and left to get lunch. I think, could you at least say for Instagram that I won?
This is the.
I mean, you cheated.
So, anyway, we had a great week on the road. It was a blast. We're here in Wilmington now, enjoying some time with friends. And then tomorrow, we're going to hit the road again. We've got some folks to see in Tennessee, and then South Carolina, and then Georgia. And then we're going to start heading out to Dallas to connect with our friends in Dallas. So we got a lot of travel ahead of us. We're looking forward to it. Thankfully, the RV's running well. Thanks so much for sticking with us on this journey. Be sure to subscribe to the channel so you can follow along with us. We're going to keep on posting videos while we're on the road, and then when we get back to Haiti, hopefully we'll have an update on that soon as well. So appreciate you guys, and we'll see you in the next one.